Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another stream of Gran Turismo 4. Tonight we're going to be finishing the 1000 miles event and I cannot wait because it's been quite the long slog, this championship. But yeah, thank you very much for coming back to join me once again. Just checking everything is all good on OBS and we've got sound, you should be able to hear the game. So yeah, we should be belting. Let's crack on, shall we? As you know, we are in our delightful little Ginetta G4. I love this thing, absolutely love it. But we're not running it with the turbocharger again this evening. We're just going to be keeping it as is with NA power. So it's not going to be a complete walkover, but at the same time, it's faster in a straight line than every other car here. And that's going to be important because tonight, obviously, we go to Le Mans. We go to Circuit de la Sarthe, a very fearsome circuit indeed. And I'm excited to see what this circuit gives us in terms of the other car's performance, because we've obviously got the Mini Marcos, we've got the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint. The championship at the moment is ours. We've won the championship because we're more than 10 points clear at the top, and then we're ahead of the Giulia Sprint, the Mini Marcos, and then behind... Actually, the Mini Marcos is tied with the Carmen Gear. How the flipping X that happened? I can't remember that. Honda S800 next and the Fiat 500F, which is going to be hilariously slow down the straights here. We're going to be doing this with Brody Schpeckter. It is 35 laps, so we're going to see whether we can do 7 laps. We'll do 5 stints at 7 laps apiece. So I'll do the first 7, then let Brody do a few, and then obviously we'll just alternate from there. Here we go. Back on the Thrustmaster T-GT II with the standard pedals. I've had to relaunch the game, so I might have to at one point stamp on the brake pedal to give it 100% so then I can be smooth. But we know that we're going to gain time over these guys. This is almost like a tick box exercise now that we're driving this car again. But hello, Fiberman. See you in the chat there. Little olive berets. I don't know why you'd put olives on fish fingers though. Here we go then. Le Mans. Circuit de la Sarthe. I've got the force feedback up to, I think, 75%. Look at this at top end. We're only just starting, hello, to get away from the Carmen Gear. Oh, the Honda's bounced off the back of the Fiat. And yeah, look, there's the power difference now as we get up to the back of the Alfa. Okay. Just going to take... Oh god, the Mini Marcos has gone off already. Just going to take it easy in the opening stint. Like I've said, this almost becomes a bit of a tick box exercise. The Alfa has already overtaken the Mini Marcos. Okay, that's quite concerning. I've not driven a single lap of this place yet in this car. You know that. I literally just started the game about 15 minutes ago. Charlotte and I have just been having dinner. And I've literally only just opened the game, so I've not actually driven the car around here yet. Past the Mini Marcos, thank you. Gives us a little bit of a nudge on the way through. Force feedback feels very heavy to begin with. Oh my god. Yeah, very heavy. It's a bumpy old track, this one. Into the slipstream, and ahead we go. Now, interestingly, we are on the old Circuit de la Sarthe, so we do not have the chicanes to worry about. We are flat out. Look at it trying to wobble. It's trying to wobble, so I've got to stay gripped to this wheel down this straight. It's not so bad now. You can see it moving around a bit. I painted this little stripe on, I'll show you. So as we power down the straight, you can see it wobbling here. Look at that. I actually just got in the air then. That's mad. Funny actually how I've just realised something. Stop it. Is the whole championship 1,000 miles? Is that how it works? Because this car has done 739. So by the time we finish this race... Although no, we'd have done 750 if it was in quarters. I don't know. Look at the Fiat 500 on the map. Look at the little blue dot on its own. Yeah, it is very, very bumpy. Very, very bumpy. Trying to keep this wheel as straight as I can. I can see myself in the camera. Maybe it's best that I actually look where I'm going rather than at myself. Whee! God, it seems like the game's in slow-mo when you get back up to accelerating again in this car. I'd love to know what the top speed of that Fiat is, because it's not a lot, is it? Going down the straight. We might be able to jump on board with it later. Stop it. I should probably turn the force feedback down, but I think if I do that now, I've started the race, it'll be, well, game breaking. That poor Fiat, man. That poor Fiat. We don't have to push, we just drive the car, basically. We don't have to overdo it. Arnage, hate this corner. Absolutely hate that corner so much. I don't know what it is about it, but there's certain, you know, in a lot of games, it's a corner where there's like a magnet on the outside. It's crazy. Now, we've proven without the turbocharger on that this car doesn't need a lot of fuel. I think we completed one of these races with only one pit stop that refueled. The rest of the time it's just a case of taking tyres. And we'll get an idea of how long this race is going to be as well when I complete the first lap. It's 4 minutes at the moment, so what's 4 times 10 is obviously 40. Times that by 3, 120, that's 2 hours. And then another 5. So it's only going to be about 2 hours 20 this one. I think this is actually going to be a bit of a shorter race, surely. Well, no, it's going to be 5 and a bit minutes a lap. And obviously when Brody's in the car, it's probably going to be about 15. Yeah, this layout is terrifying, Fiberman. I remember I was doing the license tests a couple of streams ago, and in that you have to drive the 1992 Nissan, the R92 CP. And the force feedback there was trying to rip my arms off. I had to turn it down to like 35%. Oh, clip of the gravel. Okay, so 20... It's another minute over every 3 laps. So it's another 10 minutes. So it's going to be about, I'd say at most, 2 hours 40 something minutes. So it's not going to be 3 hours. 15-second lead after lap 1. And this feedback is very heavy. Oh, it's the old layout. Come on, Chaz. Sort it out. Oh, I've not got my clutch mapped. But I know there's a few of you that have been with me on this journey since the very first 1,000 miles stream that we did, when I realised just how long these races were. I think it finished at nearly midnight because I was very naive. And wow, has it been a long gold slog, like I said. We raced at L'Opéra in Paris, the Nürburgring Nordschleife, and then of course Monaco last time, with Brody at our side. We lost a bit of time to the Alpha with that mistake. And up through the gears we go. Back into 5th gear. It's not like you can even chill because it's like shaking my desk to bits. My camera is wobbling around. My monitors are wobbling around. Good God. That is strong. And this is only a belt-driven wheel as well. It's not even a direct drive wheel. Look. It's just trying to shake side to side. It's a good thing that this game doesn't do what F1 Challenge does when you're looking at another car. You get the force feedback effects of that car. Because if we were watching Brody on his stint, it'd just be shaking the desk to bits. Oh my days. I might have to turn it down. Well, they're doing 138 mile an hour and it's really fighting. Good God. do like this car and how sideways it gets. We'll maybe sort the feedback out during a pit stop or something, I don't know. This car seems so slow now. I think we've had it go from what, 200... I can't even have a drink. Gone from 200 horsepower to 100. In fact, let's just try and sort it now, because it's just going to end up killing my hands. Let me just bring control panel up, bear with me. And I'll sort this out. We'll get the force feedback turned down. So at the moment, it's on 75%. I think if I put it on 50, we should still get a bit. Yeah, that's better. It's still got enough to kick me. And I can feel that when I'm driving off the road, changing my streaming thing, but it's not enough to wobble around like it was doing. That's better. Yeah, I still get the wheel fighting back when the car's oversteering and so on. That's always good to have. Charlotte's just informed me that Linda in Bob's Burgers is voiced by a bloke. I thought you knew that. I thought we'd discussed that before. I knew that. How did I know that and you didn't know that? We're both obsessed. Charlotte was obsessed before I was and then got me into it. Bob's Burgers is incredible. Look at the Fiat 500, by the way. We are nearly half a lap ahead after just 2 laps. That's, yeah, pretty heartbreaking for the little Fiat 500. Oh god, turned in well early there. Yeah, we've still got enough force feedback for it to kick back at me, which is nice. But I can control the slide and it's not going to try and kill me down the straights. It's just something we've got to do, unfortunately. Especially when we get into faster cars as well, when you get into some of the faster racing cars in the game. It's going to be a case of not having... Hello? Whoa! Not having the force feedback high is what I was going to say. Okay, into the 4 chicanes. 26-second lead. And it's nice and comfortable, isn't it? Much faster lap second time round, of course. 5:13. 2 minutes, 2 laps, 10.5 minutes. So, yeah. 10, 200. Wait, no, am I being daft? Oh, it's the old layout, Chaz. Nearly crashed it again there. I keep thinking I can go flat out through that right-hander. And then I've got a while until the braking zone for the chicane. Yeah, if we've done 10 minutes for 2 laps. I've misunderstood the assignment here, haven't I? How long's this race going to be? I can't figure it out in my brain. My tiny brain. Let me get my calculator up on my phone. It's going to be... So if it's... What's 5 minutes in seconds? 300, isn't it? 300 and... Let's say 320 seconds times 35. It's 11,200. Divide that into 60. Is 186. To divide that into 60, yeah, it's about 3 hours. Where did I get like 2 hours and a bit from? Don't know. I got the maths very wrong, it seems. Was I basing it on 4 minutes? I don't know. Either way, this is a lot more comfortable now, as you can see. There's still a little jolt here and there, but we're doing fine. We're actually catching up to the Fiat, look. The Fiat is just going through Mulsanne Corner now. The Alpha's next up because it's got the straight line speed. 37 seconds back. We are going to catch this Fiat on lap 3. Oh, the poor thing. We've already used one notch of the fuel as well in 2 laps, so we might have to refuel every time. I don't mind that though. Part and parcel. Yeah, that poor Fiat really doesn't have any advantage in any way around here, because all the corners as well are high-speed corners, and it doesn't even have the potential to get up to the speed that the other cars are doing to stick with them. It's not like the handling will help it. It's just going through Indianapolis now, you can already see it. There it is. God, imagine being 5 minutes down. He's on his 2nd lap. And I'm on my 3rd. So he is already 5 minutes behind at race pace. That's despicable. Poor thing. Well, race lead is very much ours. It's the Mini Marcos, I think, in 3rd still, and then it'd be the Carmen Ghia, although the Carmen Ghia might have better top end. And you've got to think about the Honda as well, the S800. Could be any of them. We'll only find out when Brody gets in the car and I get a little bit of a break for a bit. 46 seconds clear of the Alpha. Lobbing it round the Porsche curves. Oh, it's good round there. We've been doing that little turning that the tyres aren't even up to temperature on the front yet, and we've been driving for 15 minutes. It's not going to be a very intensive circuit on tyres, this. It's going to be the rears more than the fronts as well. Okay, that's 3 laps in the books. 5 minute 5.3 is a much better lap time. We'll go for a sub 5 minute, shall we? We'll go lap time chasing. Like we did at L'Opera. I'm going to try not to cut that chicane too much, because I still want it to be a valid lap if we get a fast one. We'll throw it in a bit more. Use the car's handling, or lack of. Okay, that was a bit much across there. Don't think that was really fair. I'm going to lift a little bit just to compensate for that. Put my mouse in the middle of the screen. Get out of the way. Quarter of an hour already. I'm only on lap 4. Hence the size of this place. Got to go through that drink very quickly as well. We had halloumi fries and they were very salty. It really makes your mouth quite dry after. So I've got a load of Vimto in there. I would love to say it was actually Sneak, but I'm not drinking that much caffeine at nearly 7 o'clock at night. Although I say night, it's daytime outside now, because in the UK we're now into British summertime. The clocks went back last weekend. Or no, went forward, sorry. That now means, of course, that it's daylight all the time, which is brill. I'm happy with it. I very much prefer it. Right, we've got a solid old lead over that Alpha now. I mean, we had one anyway, but it's more cemented now by the fact that we're over an entire straight ahead of them. And not just any straight as well, the Mulsanne straight. I'm interested to see when we use that second notch of fuel, because at the moment we've only used the one. It'll be on this lap, I reckon. I'm going chasing lap time. I want that sub 5 minute. It's going to be like speed run world record hunting this. Just taking it every milestone at a time. So we'll get a sub 5 minute, then we'll try and get 5:55 or 4:55, then a 4:50, and so on. Sub 5 is definitely doable. Remember that I've said that on lap 4. If I now spend the next 2 hours not being able to beat it. Well, I'm not going to beat it like that, am I? Whoa. Okay, well this might not be the one. It's got long old gears, this Ginetta, hasn't it? The Fiat 500 is being caught and overtaken very quickly. You can see the third dot behind me is actually 2 dots, and it's going to be spread out very suddenly as one car overtakes the other. I think you need to have more confidence in the rotation of this car, because it's epic round here. Look at that. That's flat out. I'm having to lift there though. Don't clip the grass. I'm not sure if this lap time will be a sub 5 minute, but it'll be close. Just going to really attack these 4 chicanes now at the end. But not cut them. Wow, it's definitely not a sub 5, it's actually slower than before. Okay, 5061. We know to improve. Still haven't used that second notch of fuel. Surely got to be round here somewhere. There we go, up into third at the right time. Actually going to use the turning ability of the car. God, it's bumpy. Thanks, Fiberman. Yeah, this thing, it's quick, this Ginetta, for what it is, but I don't think I'm doing it justice at the moment. We'll see. Back onto the Mulsanne straight we go. An incredibly long bit of road. How long is the Mulsanne straight? Find out? Fast in it, this little thing. It's a lot more comfortable now. I've turned the force feedback down to 50%. I think that's something I'll definitely have to do for Gran Turismo 4 going forward, because you can still feel what the car's doing underneath you, but at the same time it's not trying to rip your arms off at times like this. If you knock it, it will start to do it, look. That was scary. But at the same time, it's easy to hold on to. It doesn't try and flick too much. It's trying to bite now. You can see, look, moving around. Nice and smooth. And then hard onto the brakes. Yeah. It absolutely does. Probably weighs less than that because I think we lightweighted it as well. We did some of the lightweighting and weight reduction on it. If you crash this into a wall at 136 miles an hour, it would just completely fold in on itself. It's like a crisp packet with a windscreen. Wonderful little car though. I love the side exhaust on it. Such a cool bit of kit. It's all bubbly and round. You've got to go slower through here than I anticipated earlier on. Brake at the gravel trap. Freinage. Run wide, use the curb, go. I'm aiming for that sub 5 minute time already. We're only going to do 2 more laps and then Brody's going to get in the car. 24 minutes. It's gone quite quickly. Into the Porsche curves, very scary. Whoa, overdid it a little bit. Hey up. Definitely have to brake for that bit. It's so good around there. It's just completely sideways. I think we're catching up to the Fiat 500 again. I think it's just got onto the Mulsanne straight for what would be the 3rd time. Wow, it's still not sub 5 minute, but it's still fast time all the same. 5:02.9. And we're still not used that second notch of fuel. How strange. That went down on lap 2. Very weird. Now I need to find 2.9 seconds somewhere. I don't quite know where at the moment. I imagine somewhere like this. Two wheels were still on the curb, it's fine. Two wheels were still on the curb, it's fine. Yeah, I think that is the Fiat 500 that's next. Wish you could look at your previous lap times and find out where you're faster in splits. I'm going to stay in the middle here. There's a bit of science behind staying in the middle on iRacing, that there's a slight sort of arch to this road and the middle of it is higher up, so that means that it's closer to the car and you get more of a straight line sort of boost from it. I doubt that's the same here on Gran Turismo 4, because I was going to say it's so many years older, but iRacing came out, what, 3 years after this? God. That's quite scary. It's definitely the Fiat we're catching. sure we don't hit it. Oh god, I nearly did. I was trying to be so minimal on the steering. Let's not forget on that previous lap as well, I had that huge wobble when I was trying to show you what the steering was doing. Overshot Mulsanne corner a little bit. It's okay. This is interesting because when we did the fast laps at L'Opéra, it was, you know, short, quick-fire laps, weren't they, like 1 minute 40 or something? Here it's 5 minutes, so if you get it wrong, you've got a long old time before you find out if the next lap is quick or not. It's a big old lap to try and sort of speed run and beat times at. I wonder if there's a perfect time to change gear in this car before getting to 7,000 RPM, or whether that is the ideal point. Did we need third there? I don't think so. Probably needed second. At the end of the day though, chasing a lap time goal is better for obviously improving your time and for passing time in a race like this as well when you're chasing lap times. 502 is pretty optimised in this car. We're doing one more lap as well after this, but that means we're coming in on the next one, so Brody's going to get in the car, so we're going to be in the pits and not be out on track setting times. There we go. I'm really pushing this now. That was scruffy. That's close. That is very close. 0.1. Sorry. 501.2. 1.2 seconds off. Damn. Half an hour in. And to be fair, we're going to speed up Brody's stints as well. Oh, I said stints. We're going to call that. That's what Brody's stints are called, a stint. For Brody Schpeckter. So we're going to speed up his stints. We can do that both in-game. I think you can times it by 3 in-game or something. And then we can turn the frame rate limiter off as well and just keep an eye on him. I think we get it to 700% game speed when... Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that. What corner would that be then? Do you reckon that's the Porsche curves? Because I'd imagine sort of high speed, long corners like that with a lot of weight transfer in is where the AI would sort of fall foul, potentially. I thought I was going to be doing sub 5 quite early on. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, like Indianapolis. A little chicane there. It's very likely. They're just completely flat. 2 minutes now ahead of the Alpha. The fuel has been really weird. We've still not used that second notch. I expected to be using a lot of fuel here because of how long we're flat out at high revs as well. Basically at the maximum speed of the car for, God, a good 90 seconds at a time. Need to start taking a note of split times and when they're good and when they're not. Obviously the end of this lap we'll get Brody in the car. He'll do his first stint of the day. We'll then just alternate, so every 7 laps. So it'll be me, him, and then me at the end. Gives Brody some time to get better. Really like that corner. There we go, that second notch of fuel is gone now, but that's after half an hour, so we don't need to refuel for Brody, because he's going to do half an hour or so, maybe even longer than that with it being him. But we'll speed him up at least and have a go. I'm going to get another drink, even though it's a bit early on. There's not really much left in that. So I'm going to go get another drink and get sorted. And then we'll have Brody as our key entertainment for a bit. Fiat 500 is back on the straight. That was nice through there that time. Whoa, hello. Jesus wept. I don't know what that big stutter was, but it seemed to lock my inputs in for a minute there. That was a big one. We're very lucky not to have hit anything there, flipping heck. I mean, not that it'd do race-ending damage to the car, but you know what I mean. Could have very easily hit a wall there. God. Okay, pit entry's on the right. I think you have to do the chicaney bits on Gran Turismo 4. Yep. Most certainly do. Okay, no refueling. To be fair, we can keep the tyres the same. We'll put him on fresh rubber. Why not? And what I'll do is I'll keep the tyres on when he comes back in. There we go. Crew gets to work. Go Brody. Anytime now, and we hold our lead. So, why does it say pit in? It was ready on pit in then for some reason. But Brody is now in the car and cracking on. Beautiful. That's what we like to see in it. Good stuff, Brody. Okay. I'll be just a couple of minutes and I'm going to go and get a drink and stuff. I'm going to increase the pace of the game so you can see how Brody gets on a bit sped up, and obviously it'll make the overall stream and race a bit shorter. So enjoy Brody for a bit and I'll be back with you in a sec. And as we see, Brody is now pathetically stuck behind a thing. There you go. Through he goes. Oh, God. So this is it at the moment, then. The Mini Marcos is in second place. Yeah, look how much faster it goes. So I've got the game speed visible to me in the bottom right corner here. It's at 700% when we do that. And 350 odd there, because it's not having to render the cars here, it's just simulating what they're doing. What does that red thing mean? Does that mean they're off the road? When it, you know, when the... hang on. Bear with me. So, just next to... You see where it says diff? Because I can't show my mouse at the moment. So, literally, to the left of the track map, there's a really dark grey column. I think that goes like that. That when they're off the road. Yeah. Okay. It comes up with a little icon, basically. Brody's on lap 11. It comes in on lap 14. And, yeah. That's going to be the end of his stint. This isn't going to be a long race at all. Because he's going to have done... We've nearly done an hour. God, listen to it. Oh, nice one, Brody. Brilliant. What's his lap times? 5:23, so he's about 20 seconds a lap off. So what's that? Over a stint, he's a minute slower than me. But obviously, we're speeding up time here. So there's going to be nearly an hour of the race done already. And that's... Well, there's only 50 minutes done so far, actually, of this stream. So, yeah, we're not going to be at this for very long at all, which is probably good. How long were the previous episodes? Let me check on my phone. Let me check on the playlist how long the previous streams were. That grind stream I did for episode 30 was epic. That was nearly 5 hours. 3.5 for the first one. 3 hours, 6 minutes for the second one. And then, to be fair, 3 hours 24 for Monte Carlo. This one's going to be the shortest of the lot out of the 1,000 miles anyway. He's stuck behind the Karmann gear. He's no longer stuck behind the Karmann gear. Needs to keep an eye out for stuff like that. Come on, Brody. We believe in you, son. We believe in you. Not like that. Oh my God, that's a proper off. God, he's an actual idiot, isn't he? And he's only on medium pace as well. He's not even pushing. Oh my word, what are you doing? Do they get better? Do they actually get B-spec points for doing this? Is it only when you finish a championship that you collect them and the driver actually gets better, or what? He's coming up to the Karmann gear. And the Fiat. Oh, don't hit it. That Fiat's just wheel spun at like 130 mile an hour. Right, now overtake the Karmann gear. No, try and go round it, you cretin. God's sake, Brody. It's funny, isn't it? It is funny. In the way that it's not. Look at that. Why? Why go that hot into there? I think it's the older cars. They don't drive them very cleanly, do they? Silly Brody. What a silly idiot. God, what was that from? I think that's an old iRacing video of mine. There was a guy in an MX-5 race that I was up against, and he thought it was the last lap, so he crossed the line and then stopped. And then he posted in the chat saying, yeah, I thought it was the last lap. So then I said, unlucky over voice chat or something to that effect. And then one of the other guys just said, what a silly idiot. Brody. What is that, mate? What's he doing? He's really... he's going to cost us a race, you know. in faster cars and in more competitive stuff, he's going to cost us a race, this bloke. Like that. He's going to cost us a lot. I'm telling you. He's pitting in this lap. And we're going to put him in overtake because he's got to get past that Carmen gear, which he will soon close up to. He's not a hero at all, Fiberman. Don't give him that. He's an idiot. Yeah, what did that say? We're only 24 seconds ahead of the Alpha. What are the lap times like? He was half a minute slower on that last lap, so the Alpha's closed in. It's just... Yeah, we're 23 seconds ahead of the Alpha. Mate, I had a 2-minute lead over that thing before. Oh my god, look at him. Come on. And now he's behind the Carmen gear for the 4th time. The Alpha is not far behind. Although, we've pitted and the Alpha hasn't. So, we might actually lose the lead here to the Alpha. Oh my word. You know what? I don't want him to overtake the thing. Brody's coming in and we need him to. Look at that. 15 seconds to the Alpha. He's lost us 2 minutes to the car behind. That's insane. He's going to come into the pits now. We're going to leave those tyres on. He's probably going to crash in the pit lane as well, isn't he? No, he's going nice and slowly. Jeez. Okay. Keep current, don't refuel, go A-spec. He might just drive straight through the pit lane. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes straight through the pits. Yeah. Okay. The Alpha is coming. It's there. There's the Alpha. Oh my god. Right then, so 2 stints in the books. We're coming in at the end of lap 21. Says that we've done an hour and 16. The stream isn't even an hour old. So that's a good way of saving some time, isn't it? Means that the 24-hour races won't actually be 24-hour streams. Because I will do them. Before we get into those, a bit further down the line, I do hope to get another one of these headsets. I think I've explained this before, that I can then plug into my audio mixer and we can have people in and have guests throughout and stuff while Brody's racing, make it a little bit more interesting. Get me mate Pete Harrod in. Try and get Charlotte on the air as well. She doesn't want to be on camera. We could even jump in Discord calls with people and have them watch along and just have a chat with them, you know, do like an interview mid-race, things like that. Okay, the Carmen gear is in front of us now. I'm going to overtake it without hitting the back of it like Brody would do. And we're going to continue on our way. Look, bye-bye. That's how you do it, Brody. Yeah, I need to make sure after we've completed this, I have a look to see where the B-spec points are racked up. How we improve our driver. Because he's very clearly making a lot of mistakes. I really want that sub 5 minute lap time though, and obviously I'm not going to get it on this lap because we've come out of the pits. Excuse me. I know from the splits before, I remember that we had 242 when we usually trigger that split. So we're 8 seconds down simply on the fact that we came out of the pits on this lap. .9 seconds clear. We're just going to get further and further away from that Alpha. They should pit during this stint, I think. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's interesting to know. Because Brody was particularly bad at the Nürburgring, and he was bad at L'Opéra as well. Nice little kiss to the curb there. There's quite a gap now to the cars ahead. And then even after the cars behind us, there's a big gap there as well. So there's quite some daylight in the traffic. It's not like it's a busy circuit. There's only 6 cars. It's a massive shame that on the emulator you couldn't add more cars in. You know, have a 20 car grid, but that's just not what the game was designed with in mind. I think it was my friend George, who I've mentioned a lot through this playthrough, told me it was more of an engine limitation than anything else. Whoa! Sideways through there. Only going to be a few seconds off at this point as well. Even coming out of the pits on the start of this lap, we're going to be considerably faster than Brody. You seem to know the game quite well, Fiberman. Do you know where I would find the current B-Spec points? Does it tell me in my garage or something? Okay, let's get a good lap on the board now, shall we? I didn't get a great run onto the start-finish straight, though. Into the kink. .26 seconds clear now, that's better, isn't it? Let's get that sub 5 minute time though. Okay, that's cool, thank you. Really pushing it. I really want that sub 5 minute. That's the aim of the race for me now. Less than 5 minutes around Circuit de la Sarthe in my little Ginetta G4. Hello, Vibe with Mark. Or Vibu Mark. However you... Mark. Hello, Mark. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good evening wherever you may be. Welcome to almost the halfway point of the final race in the 1,000 miles event here at Gran Turismo 4. Back in the Ginetta G4, no turbocharger. Sticking with naturally aspirated version. The Fiat 500 has been getting mugged multiple times. Brody has been particularly awful in his first stint. He'll be getting back in the car at the start of lap 22. Here's the Fiat 500 now. Got a little bit of slipstream from it, it's not really going to help us much. My aim is to get sub 5 minutes. We're 38 seconds clear of the Alpha. We've pitted twice, they've not even pitted once yet. And even though the stream's only been going for an hour and 2 minutes, Obviously we've sped up time when it comes to Brody's stints, so it says that the race has been going on for nearly an hour and a half. That was a little bit wide. Yeah, not bad, thank you. All good, enjoying myself at the wheel. It's interesting to drive this circuit without chicanes. I can't remember the last time I did that. It's not particularly the most interesting circuit to drive, if I'm honest with you. It's a bit scary around the latter part of the lap, but oh no, I've thrown the lap away. That's annoying. Oof. Yeah, I really have thrown this lap away. I wonder whether I do rev it out and proper get it to the red line, not just to 7,000 RPM. No, I think it does drop away. To be fair, Mark, growing up, I played Gran Turismo's 1, 2 and 3, never touched 4, 5 and 6, and I currently do a lot of content on Gran Turismo 7 for GT Planet. I'm their lead video producer, and a lot of people have told me, go back to Gran Turismo 4, it's the best one. Can't believe you've never played it. Like, it's blasphemy to like Gran Turismo games and have not played Gran Turismo 4. And with some of the videos that we did about the history of Gran Turismo on GT Planet, we needed copies of it and we needed to be able to get footage from the game, and I found an emulator, PCSX2, that would run it and got a copy of it. So I decided to do my own playthrough and go back with it and obviously, you know, just play the game. But then I found out that I could play it on a wheel, and I started a series on my YouTube channel doing that, and then the episodes weren't getting the traction, the episodes weren't as watchable, because at the end of the day it's better to see a race in its entirety like this, you know, whether people are watching this live or whether they're watching it back however far down the line. You know, people could be watching this years later, and if you are, please let me know in the comments. But I just, yeah, I love this game, I really do. I've fallen head over heels in love with it, and it shows me all the bits of Gran Turismo 3 that I enjoyed that come back, and the differences between the games as well is crazy, you know, from one to the next. But driving an old game on a wheel that feels as good as this as well on a wheel, it feels great with the force feedback and everything, it's fun to drive, it's just awesome. And like you've said, there is a bit of nostalgia in there as well, for sure. But I decided to start live streaming it all, so there was a bit more interaction, and I could also do it separately to my videos. I mean, I had a YouTube video go live about an hour before this stream started, but it's just additional content. And it means that I'm not using an evening where I could have a video, like one of my usual slots where I have a video. I'm not using that up with a stream that may not do as well at the time. And I know that these streams don't get... Oh, hey Lumix, young, good to see you. I was wondering if you'd show up. But these streams don't do as well as Tower Sim stuff, and my videos don't, but I don't want to stop playing this game just because of that. I want to continue this game and, you know, try and complete this game, and I figured I may as well make content out of it when I do it, and you know, document it. And here we are. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy it. Catching up to something here. Is this going to be the Honda S800? Because we've not lapped that yet. We've not lapped the... Oh no, we have lapped the Carmen gear. Yeah, this will be the Honda. Then the next car to lap after that will be the Mini Marcos. That was tidy. Just getting the slipstream of the S800. That'll help a little bit. Brody Schpeckter did absolutely awful. He was diabolical in his first stint. I'm giving him the car back at the end of lap 21. And we'll see if he's going to be a good boy this time. We sped his stint up, to be fair. I mean, you can see up there that we're just about to hit an hour and a half race time in game, but the stream itself, even with a 5-minute intro, is only an hour and 8 minutes long so far. I keep throwing away fast laps there on the exit of Indianapolis. And I'm trying to get a sub 5-minute lap time, and it's not happening at the moment. I thought earlier that it'd be really easy, but I optimized the lap quite early on. But there's a few real commitment corners that I just can't get right yet. No, nothing's changed. Yeah, that's it, Mark. At the end of the day, I want to, you know, I want to play what I enjoy playing. My Wednesday videos are more whatever I want, and I know that, you know, the Tower Sim stuff and the Flight Sim stuff does well video-wise, so why wouldn't I continue making content on that? Because I enjoy playing it. And it's my most viewed and, you know, most profitable content. So they get Monday, Friday and Sunday, and the midweek slot is other stuff. I have my shorts and everything else that goes on, but I enjoy playing this. Mini Marcos is in. This is not sub 5-minute lap. It's not even a personal best. 5:02.3. So close every time though. I'm glad you enjoy it as well, Mark. Thank you very much, by the way. I'm glad it's fun to watch. It's great driving on an old game on a modern day wheel. It may only be a belt driven wheel and not a direct drive, but still. Oh, Ben, hello. Good to see you, mate. Sorry you're being censored. I don't know why that would be. Trying my best to get a sub 5-minute lap. I haven't seen any comments come up for review or anything, Ben, so I don't know what that would have been. Oh god, we've thrown this lap away. That's another lap down the pan. I wonder if I could do something here. I'm going to do something silly. Right. Yeah, that's fair enough, Mark. A lot of people tend to find the channel through Tower Sim. Oh my god, look. Just in case we don't fancy waiting for the whole Mulsanne straight. God, I took a big risk then, trying to do that entire corner like that. Because I know that my inputs are absolutely minimal, even in real time. Look, we don't need to wait now. Oh god. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. One more. I'm not doing that again. Oh yeah, 100% you're a beat over that. Whoa. Oh God, this lap has been horrendous. Yeah, I try to play quite a lot of games, to be fair, Mark, but it's not always easy to make content on a lot of them. I do hope to finish. I'm on a bit of a Warhammer kick at the moment. I've got back into painting all my Warhammer and all my models, and I'm absolutely loving that at the moment. I really do need to finish Space Marine 2. My brother and I were playing it together. We both sort of just... Admittedly, it's quite a rinse and repeat game. A lot of the missions are the same. You know, you just take on hordes and hordes of things, press some buttons and defend something while a wave comes after you, and then eventually fight a boss. It was all a bit rinse and repeat every mission. Matt went on to complete it on his single player playthrough and just got fed up of it, so I aim to finish that game, but it will be on my own. And even then, I'm not sure how entertaining that might be, so we'll see if I end up finishing that. There's a few other games that I want to finish as well. I mean, Helldivers 2, I did a bit of content on that, and that was great. I've started playing some much more difficulties on Helldivers 2. I think we were taking on like levels 3 and 4 when I was doing videos on it, and I've played up to 6 and 7 since then, and it's mind-bendingly difficult. Right, let's focus on getting a good run out of here. It's still a 5:07, so it's not horrendous, but yeah, we can definitely do better than that, can't we? Feels so slow now after seeing how fast it can go down the straight. It's weird, isn't it? Trying not to cut corners. I don't want to cut any corners on the circuit and have a lap that isn't valid, you know? My rule is, as long as two wheels are still on the curb, we're fine, so stuff like that. As long as I've got those outside wheels on the curb, it's okay. The Fiat 500 is next up. We're lapping it again. I'd love to know how many laps that thing's done, because it's just going absolutely nowhere. I short shifted to 5th there just in the hope that it might help us a little bit in top end. See whether it does or not. Just 2 more laps after this one, then we get Brody back in the car. We're over halfway through now as well. So speeding up Brody's stints definitely helps. Even if that's just 3 times the game speed or 7 when we go onto the little telemetry window. I know, innit? That's what I'm thinking, Lumixion. Like, why would you turn up knowing that you're up against the 500? Not even the 500, like the Alfa Romeos and stuff. I've been like, yeah, Fiat 500 that, you know, maxes out at like 60 mile an hour would be all of them. You've got to be mental. Tyres are still fine as well, which is good news. Okay, that's much better. 2 minutes 40.6 is a good split there. I think I remember saying before it was 2:42. I've never been majorly into Mario Kart, Ben. I'd say if there was a Mario Kart game that I ever took seriously, it'd be Mario Kart DS back in, like, when would that have come out? 2006? I took that quite seriously. I really wanted to be good at that. But I don't really play a lot of Nintendo stuff. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. Harry's got one of the blue ones. like the Switch Lite or whatever it is. I don't have a... I think I do still have my old DS. And the Mark II DS. I think I have my brother's old one upstairs, but like I say, never play any like major Nintendo stuff. Thanks very much, Mark. Appreciate you popping in. I hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, my Repo video went live earlier. Repo is a game that has gained a lot of traction recently. It's very clippable. It's very, very funny. It's a horror game, basically, and I played it with my friends recently and had an absolute riot, and we recorded 5 videos on it the other night, so that's going to take us to, I think, nearly the end of June with Repo content. I've still got my EA WRC stuff coming out as well. One of those videos accidentally went live earlier, which was a nice little surprise to me. Scheduled it for the wrong day. Oh yeah, I love a Game Boy, Ben. I've had a Game Boy Advance and finished Pokemon Sapphire multiple times doing that. Although one of my... I was going to say fondest memories, but it's really not. One of my memories of having a Game Boy and playing Sapphire and all that. Sapphire and Ruby. My brother had Ruby, I had Sapphire. I think we've just done a sub 5 minute. We absolutely have. Get in. Get in. There it is. Sub 5 minutes. Mission accomplished. One of my main memories of having a Game Boy Advance with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire was that my brother and I had both finished it. And we used to have a link cable between the two, and we used to do battles and stuff, and it was great. We always had level 100 everything against each other. I remember using a level 100 Wailord quite a lot because they had so much health you couldn't really kill them. But there was a time when we came up with the clever idea of, you know, we completed the game, but we were like, oh, how did you get the starter Pokemon again, you know? And my brother thought, oh, I've got an idea. What we'll do is, I'll, like, start a new game, but not save it. And then we will start a new game, not save it, get the Pokemon, transfer it to you via link cable, and then, like, you give it me back when I log back into my full thing. But what we forgot was, just out of habit, is that your game saves when you trade Pokemon. So Matt started his game again, got one of the starters, just out of habit kept pressing A, yeah, we're going to link. And then, obviously that overwrote his game where he completed it and had loads of level 100s. So he was absolutely devastated. And I went along with this idea, forgetting that you know, that you saved at that point, and oh god, I was so heartbroken for him. That was bad times. We were on holiday in Spain when that happened as well. We were away with my mum and stepdad. And yeah, and that was the holiday as well, where actually we used to have them all in like a little pencil case, all of our cartridges for the games. We had them all in like a pencil case that we took away with us. And I left that pencil case, I think, on a plane or in the airport or something. So all of our games were gone. We had the old Shrek game, Shrek II, I think, Finding Nemo, God, loads of games. I can't remember half of them now. We used to have, there was a Tony Hawk's game that you could have with awful, really awful music. And yeah, did just do a sub 5 minute lap time while talking about Pokemon, yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Oh, it didn't really ruin the holiday, Ben, don't worry. Well, it didn't ruin mine, it ruined Matt's. Still 20 laps out of 35 here. We are going to speed up Brody's second stint again as well. I'm looking forward to seeing him crash. Not even used half the fuel yet either, so again, we won't have to refuel in this entire race. It's really good, isn't it? But we'll let Brody get on some new tyres so he can ruin them by spinning off the track loads. And then by the time we get back in the car, then obviously they'll be nice and warm for us, and we can push on until the end. Yeah, man, Game Boy Advances are fantastic. And yes, Lumixion, this is the final race of the 1,000 miles. I'm very excited to see what I get as a prize. I've not spoiled the game for myself. I've not Googled what any of the prize cars are. I know that there's some cars in the game that aren't buyable. Like, I know what some of the prize cars are. I don't know what they are prizes for, because when we did the history of Gran Turismo videos, we asked one of the community members for a save file with basically every car unlocked and 100% completion. So I've seen some cars and know what they are and that they're in the game, but I didn't have much spoiled for me. I made a list as well, actually. I do have a list. I keep meaning to add to these streams to bring up on screen, but I've got a list of cars that I have to own before I consider the game completed, and that only includes cars that you can buy from the dealerships already. So there might be some cars in the used dealerships that I don't know are there. Just missed out on a sub 5 minute lap there. But yeah, some of the prize cars might not even be on the list yet because I might have forgotten that they're there. So we'll see. It's like the Toyota Starlet Glanza, the Glanza 5, Glanza V. I raced one in one of the championships that I've done so far, basically, and you can't buy it from the dealers, but obviously it'll come up in used cars at some point, and when it does that, I'll try and buy one. So I added that to the list when I saw it, is what I'm saying. The list is barely one A4 page long at the moment, but I'm sure it'll get bigger in time. A really itchy leg. So Brody's going to get in at the end of this stint, or this lap anyway, and then that'll be that. One more stint from me after that to complete the race and complete the championship. We'll then claim our monetary prize, which I think is it 350 grand? You get, I think 150 grand for winning a race, then 350k for winning the championship. Do I know the Black Edition cars? I think I do know what you mean. I think Andrew at GT Planet has spoken about those. Isn't it that the Toyota GT1, the TSO2O, isn't that black? And there's... isn't it one of the Sauber C13 or something like that? I don't mind you spoiling it for me if it's that, or if you want to say it's just the Toyota and something else. Yeah, I remember the 3DS, actually, Ben. Was the DS Lite the second generation one that was a lot more squared off? Because I had the first one and then my brother got the newer one in black. R92 the 787B. Of course. The Nissan R390, man, why would you buy one? Horrible looking car. And don't get me wrong, the rear wing on the GT1 version really makes it look better, but the road car version is a horrible looking car. It's one that I really like. If I see one in person, I'll go, wow, you know, it's an R390, but that's because it's rare, not because I think it's pretty. I'd never understood the hype of the Nissan R390 at all. It's crazy to think that the Toyota GT1 TSO2O was actually a GT1 car. Only occurs twice and then gone for good. Wow, okay. Well, I'm not gonna spoil that for myself. I'm not gonna Google when that is. I do need to check the used car dealership a lot more often, and now that I've got a lot of money in the game, I can do that. That scared the Jesus out of me. Wow. But yeah, I do need to check the used car dealership because there's a lot of older cars in there that I really, really like the look of. And I like my old school Japanese stuff, so I'm sure there'll be many a car in there. You remember the Skyline that we got from the used car dealership? What an incredible wagon that is. Made that into a monster, didn't we, in some previous episodes? Yeah. I know what you mean, Ben. The first one had, like, the top screen was smaller than the bottom or something. So it was like a trapezoid shape. The second one was like a really smooth, clean shape. Although I remember, because of the shape of it, the bottom half had like a tiny lip over it. No, I know what you mean, Lumixion, but that's what the prestige is like with older games. You know, there's stuff like that where it is a case of you either find out or you never know. Right, so new tyres for you. No refueling going to B-Spec. For Brody. I'll see while Brody's in the car if I bring up do I have I'm going to try and add this on here. Gran Turismo for list. I'm going to add a source for this, and I'm going to bring up my most recent list as of episode 30. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I'd crashed OBS then. Good God. Hi, Brody. You cretin. Right. Out he goes. There, look. Second corner and he's spun. What a clown. He's being caught by the Fiat 500. Beautiful. Okay, what I'm going to do is just do this. Okay, hopefully this works. There you go. So that's the car list at the moment. And the ones that are dark... Oh, God, did you see that then? Did you see my camera go all funky then? When I sat up? What did I do then? Oh, Brody, get over yourself. So, yeah, that's the Oh, God. Overtake it. Guy's an idiot. Get round it. Thank you. Yeah, so, on the list, all the cars that are in black, well, it's actually very dark grey, I'll have you know, they're the ones we got. And the ones that are in light grey are obviously the ones that I won. Must have been a lightning strike, Ben. I hope it wasn't power surging, because I do have issues with that, to be fair. Just checking everything's still working. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there that oh my God, Brody's facing the wrong way. He's just an idiot. Don't forget what the gap was to the Alpha. Look at him. Oh my God, he's made it through there that time. 6 minutes 18. Good job. Yeah. So that list, there's some awesome stuff on there, but that is just by going through the dealerships and seeing them. And there's one or two in there. You can see this Toyota Starlet Glanza V on the right-hand side is from later in when I saw one of them that I was racing against in the playthrough. Tommy Kyra ZZ2, Toyota Supras, Yaris RS Turbo. There's a few of the special cars in there, like the HPA Motorsports R32. I've got the Nismo 270R and 400R. That's gone well. Get around it. But yeah, as you've seen, there's quite a good list of cars that we're trying to achieve and try and obtain. Excuse me. This guy's a joke. How do we change the view? It's phenomenal, isn't it? Just hit every wall. Sabrina's not on fire. I mean, she is, look at her. But she's not on fire. It's actually quite scary riding on board with Brody. It's funny, isn't it? Just get an idea into the mind of Brody Schpeckter and what he's thinking. Yeah, true actually, Ben. And that's quite some going, isn't it? I bet this looks awful on stream as well because of the bitrate. If in doubt, crash out, yeah. See, they stay right in the middle of the road down there. I wonder if they get some sort of benefit. He's not going any higher speed than I was. What I love is that speeding these stints up has added, yeah, such a gap on. If we do this, I get 700 times the game speed. Oh, look at that. That shows where certain cars are quick. Look at the Fiat. And that's without speeding it up as well. How do you change viewing speed? Wow. Oh, okay, so that actually slows down how quickly it simulates. Now, if I do it like this, overtake it, you cretin. So yeah, I'm getting about 700 times game speed playing it like this. We've been going for apparently 2 hours and 13 minutes, but the stream is only about 90 minutes old. We've got 10 laps to go. Ready? And crash. No, he's carried on. It's not beige, Ben, it's yellow. It'll be beige by the time he's done with it, because it'll be so covered in dust. Jesus. So, end of lap 28, he's coming in. He's going to only have been in the car for like 4 minutes or something. That's how much it speeds it up. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool, isn't it? So cool, the little Ginetta. I'm so excited to see what car we get for winning this. What's the gap to the Alpha? Because it was like 2 minutes 50 something when I got in. Two minutes 2. Yeah, look at that. He was half a minute slower on that last lap. He was the only quicker than the Fiat on that previous lap. So he was 5th fastest on that previous lap. That's pretty remarkable. He's much quicker this lap. I say that though. Yep, I had to say it. Jesus Christ. 5 minutes 25. So he's about half a minute slower than me. Oh, the beige was the gravel. I see, Ben. Sorry. Come on, Brody. Bring it home, son. Down the straight he goes. Look at the F. Nyam. What does that red arrow mean? Does that mean that that car is catching... You see it just above the Alpha at the bottom there, the white car. Does that mean it's catching considerably quickly? It is. Look at the distance between the two. 21,000. See, when he's actually going, it's quick. But then, as soon as he goes off, he loses like a kilometre more than that. Oh my god. Yeah, the Alpha is really steaming. Oh my days. Yeah, Brody. Yeah, look. That's what that red arrow means. little orangey thing means that he's rapidly catching the car in front based on the previous sector. So what was it before? Just over 2 minutes? Okay, 2:14, so he's got it back up actually. This is nuts. He's about to catch up to the Fiat 500 again. He's going to hit the back of it very hard, watch. Oh no, never mind, he's just going to go off. Ready? Watch how hard he hits the back of this. Oh, he's one of a kind, our Brody, isn't he? One of a kind. Okay, pit this lap. I've got loads of people liking my reel that I posted before about repo. Are we ready for the final stint, everyone? Final stint should be about, what, half an hour? So it's, yeah, going to be about a 2 hour and 15-minute stream. We are going to look at replacing Brody for one. We're going to look at, obviously, the prize car that I get afterwards. And all of that good stuff. And obviously how many B-spec points we have. Well done, Brody. Everyone, can we get clap emojis in chat for Brody, please? For that phenomenal performance. Jesus. No refueling. Keep current, and go to A-spec. Ooh. That sounds like something that had come from Talladega Nights. Yeah, that's more like it, Ben. Right then, back into the car for the final stint here at Le Mans. The final stint of the 1,000 miles championship as well. One single clap, just... What a journey this championship has been. Well, it's not really been a journey, has it? It's not been that taxing, we've just driven it around, but it's been a hell of a tour. Although actually 3 of them have been in the same country. We've done L'Opéra Paris, we've done Monaco, we've done Le Mans, and then the Nürburgring. So we've just been in France, really. It's not even been a world tour. And we started in Germany as well. God, I've got a really itchy nose. Now, don't tell me what it is, but do any of you know what car I get for winning this? Or is there... I tell you what, before you answer that, are there multiple cars that I could win for this? So is it like there's 3 and I get one of those 3? Let me know. Yeah. You're right, Lou Mixion, yeah. Ah, I've not seen Beverly Hills Cop 2. Sorry. Oh, so it's just one car that I win, yeah? Okay. And you know what it is? Oh, thanks for that. Replay. Replay's done. Good. Don't spoil it or anything. I don't want to know. I wish Dredge was here. No disrespect to any of you, but Dredge would remember. It's incredible how much he remembers about stuff like this. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you all being with me for another stream here tonight, and appreciate anybody that's watching this live. No, appreciate anybody that's watching this afterwards, back as an episode. I know I quite enjoy watching a stream back like this. I remember years ago when Jimmy When Jimmy Broadbent started to play Gran Turismo 2 again. I think he was streaming it for a while. And I enjoyed watching the streams back as episodes. I like the continuous nature of it. I like the uncut nature of it. But obviously, to keep people engaged with episodes of stuff, it has to be edited and cut up and made quick-fire and shorter. You know, there's content that appeals to different people for different reasons. But if you're going to watch something that's, you know, 2 or 3 hours long, then you know what you're getting in for. No, you know what you're in for and you know what you're getting into. Christ. Imagine if I could speak English as a motorsport commentator. Imagine that. We're still 1 minute 40 ahead of the Alpha. The Fiat's just been overtaken on the Mulsanne straight. Wonder why this was stabbing me in the neck. It's under my shirt. Hello. Yeah, that's an accident. Oh, that might be why, Ben. Yeah, but just because a film came out before I was born doesn't mean I can't watch it, surely. Oh, that was a whistle, wasn't it? Ah, I speak the good England. I do England good sometimes. Okay, we're about to get onto lap 30 of this 35 lapper. I'm going to make sure I get a good run onto the start-finish straight this time. And we're going to go for another sub 5-minute lap. Yeah? We are going to have done 1,000 miles in this car by the time this finishes. How cool is that? Very fitting. Well, that's not going to be a sub 5-minute lap, is it? Good evening, Connor. Minardi's point scorer. How are you? That's not a corner cut. Oh, that might have been. That was track limits on the second one. Nobody around us on the circuit. Yeah, Kenjo Racing that's just joined us in the chat, everybody. He was the first Minardi driver this season in the CDM Formula 1 World Championship to score points. Hats off. After some great persistence at Harama. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, Ben. Still. Weren't they based near Imola, Minardi? Wasn't their home base Imola for a long time? I'm pretty sure I remember when I was last at Imola seeing something to do with that. I'm lucky enough to have been to Imola twice in my time as a Clio Europe commentator. What a wonderful place. Faenza. Isn't Faenza what they call Monza in R Factor 2? Ah, okay. No, hang on, isn't Faenza what they call Imola in Circuit Superstars? Also, why does it come through on the chat on the actual video and not in the actual chat window? Has it censored you? That's really weird. It's come through on my overlay. but not on the actual chat. Oh, stop it. It's not come through on the chat window. Commitment. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I knew the name. Not just because of the city, but... kind of really want another sub 5 minute lap time. Look on the Mulsanne Straight right now on the track map. The two dots that are near each other, halfway down it. One of them is the Fiat. The other one is something trying to overtake it. Just watch them as they merge together. That poor Fiat. Getting that sector right like that is so paramount to getting a sub 5 minute time. I think we may just be in for one here. I don't think it's going to be an improvement. I just need to get this bit right. Yes, that's the one. Yes! 4:59.7. Yeah, we probably will. I keep meaning to speak to Steve Myers about iRacing Arcade and email him and be like, can you use me as a content creator for it, please? Because I know what Circuit Superstars is and I think I can do it justice. Now there's a first corner. Look at that. That was wonderful, wasn't it? I need to start making some more shorts and reels of these, especially that grind stream I did where I tried to get all the licenses. That was really funny, especially the bit with the borer. I need to make shorts and reels of these. Stuff it. Saw the group chat going, so I was just making sure I'm not missing out on anything. I think my brother wants to play Repo. And if you haven't watched Repo, by the way, after this tonight, after we finish this race, go back and watch my video of Repo that's live on my channel now. Queue it up. It's really good fun. Even if horror games and, you know, us lot mucking about isn't your thing, just watch that for some of the funny moments in it. It's really good. Yeah, absolutely, Ben. Not that that's a bad reflection on iRacing, it's just, that's what happens. I'm going to say this now, there's a potential gig coming up for me that is in the works, I'm told is in the works, and is an idea, and the people involved, when I last saw them, said, we want him to do this, meaning me. I've been dead scared since that, you know, the idea has evolved and they've gone, yeah, we're going to do it. And they will eventually go, oh, but actually, you know what? We said use Chaz, but we'll use somebody else. I've been told they definitely want me to do it if they do it. We'll see if that comes about. I'm not sure yet. But if it happens, it's going to be one of the biggest things that I could think of for my career as a commentator and presenter. We'll see. There's no promises it'll happen, but you never know. We're on good pace on this lap. 2 minutes 40.7 is good. Just got to keep it tidy through Indianapolis. I think I need second gear, not third. It's got long old gears, this car, so I need to use them. I need to not use the curbs as well, because that costs me a bit of speed. Henry Cavill. What's that? Just announcing announcements. No, I'm not replacing Crofty. I'm not in enough to do F1. There's people in much better positions to do that than me. My good mate Harry Benjamin is very good to Formula 1 and Sky Sports F1. Chris McCarthy is flying up the ranks as well, doing Formula 3, he did Formula Regional, now he's doing Formula 2. I think he's doing Porsche Carrera Cup as well. Alex Jakes, he's very good. He obviously does Formula 1 at the moment. But no, I'm not on the radar to do F1. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I slate F1 too much to commentate on it. I always slate the fact that the circuits are changing to accommodate the cars. Surely it should be the other way around, in my opinion. At the end of the day, they are the pinnacle of motorsport engineering machines. Why can't they deal with circuits? Why should the circuits change? Oh, Fraz! Hello, mate. How are you? Oh, it will do. Hopefully, mate. It's been 4 years of trying. Oh, I hope you're well, mate. It's great to see you. That's not track limit. Shut up. This is another sub 5 minute, but it's a much better improvement. That's a 58. Yeah, 4:58.6. Car's obviously getting quicker now. There's less fuel in it. Not that it weighs any less than my left little toe anyway, this Ginetta. But what a good wagon she is. After Brody nearly wrote the thing off. That's not track limit, shut up. Trying. I'm really trying. I've got sub 5 minutes and that was my aim for the race. Not going into it because I didn't know that's what the lap times would be. That's not going to be sub 5 minute, is it? Smash it. Just got to keep on pushing. Yeah, the race would have been over 3 hours if it would have been in real time, but obviously the stream is less than 2 hours old at the moment. Because we sped up Brody's stints. 3 miles indeed. 999, you ready? Wait for the 1000. Any moment now. There it is. There's 1,000 miles in the car. Oh, the little Ginetta has been a good workhorse, hasn't it? And it continues to plough on through. God, this straight. It's incredible, isn't it? Are we catching up to the Fiat again, or is that a car that's of a similar speed to us? I think it's just... it might be the Honda or the Carmen Ghia. We haven't lapped anyone yet, which is interesting. We haven't lapped the Mini Marcos. We haven't lapped the Alpha. Oh god. Another horrible stutter. That was nice and quick through there. I think it is the Fiat. It's dropping so much pace. Poor thing. Oh mate, it's terrifying, isn't it? Group C was just mental. That Mark Blundell lap round here, was it 1991, where the wastegate shut or something and the car produced more power than it should have done? I don't know how true that is, but Yeah. I tend to, Ben, if I see it. My BMW's not far off 200,000 miles now. I'm excited for when it gets to that, actually. I think it's on 197.5 at the minute. Wow. Connor, that's impressive. And you mean by that a Honda CRX Del Sol? What a little car. We've got a Honda in front of us now, actually, the S800 from the 1960s. Even then, Honda's revved to what felt like 18,000 RPM. Yeah, that's true, actually, Ben. It had gradually sanded itself down against the back straight when it slipstream. Thank you, little Honda. I quite like that thing. It looks like a Mercedes 300 SL at the front. And then at the back it looks like a car that's given up. Okay, 3 more laps through the Porsche curves. Please give me what I want, car. Oh, get in. That's awesome, Connor. I love that. I love a Del Sol. Brilliant little cars. I don't know if you can get one in this game. I imagine you probably can. Oh no, we just missed out on a 5-minute. Oh no, I just died at the line. No. Oh. I missed out. That would have been another sub 5-minute lap. Oh well. 3 laps to go here at Le Mans. That'll be Gran Turismo 5. That would have been then, Connor. I bet there's probably one in this game, because GT4 had a ridiculously large car list. Didn't they have like 700 cars or something? It's mental. Almost everybody was on the back straight then. Let's do this again for some fun. This is the Ginetta Dark Star prototype. I love emulators for that. It's so funny, isn't it? Now it just feels like it's in slow-mo. It's crazy. And brake. God, you don't want to slow down then. Oh wow. C5 is one of the Gran Turismos I've never played. Before playing Gran Turismo 4, I'd never played it before. I've played 3, probably the most out of all of them, and never got anywhere because the economy in Gran Turismo 3 was horrific. Gran Turismo 7 I've probably played the most, but that at the end of the day is because it's part of my job to play Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 1 and 2 iconic. I did Gran Turismo 2, I did a playthrough and 100%ed that on my YouTube channel as well. If you haven't seen that before, there's I think 115 episodes or something that you can go back and watch. Come on. Two more laps after this. stream is only just 2 hours old. And I am really excited to see what car we get at the end of all of this. Really excited. That was tidy round there, wasn't it? This might be quite a quick lap, you know. Mini Marcos is pitted. No, it wasn't that quick a lap. It wasn't even sub 5 minutes. Wow. But that was clean, wasn't it? Thank you, Limixia. Very clean around the Porsche curves. Penultimate lap of the race then here at Le Mans. In the 1,000 miles championship. We've done over 1,000 miles in this car now. Our beloved Ginetta G4. God, it needs to have a rest after this, doesn't it? It's had its head kicked in for hours and hours now. And it's been doing stuff like that. Poor thing, I'm sorry. And it's been thrown at walls and spun around more times than we care to admit by Brody. Poor thing winces when Brody gets in. Then again, so do I. Okay. Onto the back straight. Plenty of cars ahead. We're not a full lap ahead of the Alpha yet. That's an interesting difference in this race to some of the others, is that in a lot of the other races we were lapping cars. I'd love to know how many laps behind the Fiat 500 is. We're on lap 34. They've got to be on like lap 17 or something. Pretty sure every 2 laps we've done, we've lapped them. Oh, the fuel meter is moaning at me. It's gone red. I've never seen it go red before. I'm going to try and stay on that centre line as best I can. Not far off hitting 3 hours now in the race, but obviously we've not really been running for 3 hours thanks to the time acceleration. Yeah, probably, Ben. Yeah, that's a very apt thought, actually. I like that. And onto the race. Yeah, we're well off the pace after that moment earlier. But that's fine, we don't need to beat sub 5 minutes, we just need to play the game and get the race victory. I've done a 4:58.6, I'm well happy with that lap. That lap time makes me more than happy. This little Ginetta has been such a star. It'll be hard not to call it my favourite car that we've got. We're not going to lap the Alpha either, by the look of it, either. Got just one lap to go. About 6 minutes of this race left here at Le Mans. What's this next car? Is that the Honda again, or is that the Carmen Ghia? I think that's probably the Carmen Ghia, isn't it? That again was really good around there. Shame about the rest of the lap ruining the pace. The Carmen Ghia is going to get in the way now as well. Oh no, he's going into the pits. Okay, on to the final lap then. Let's do this. Last lap here at Le Mans. Thanks again everybody that's been watching again this evening. I know, like I say, there's not massive numbers of you, but it's quality over quantity. Some of you lot that watch these streams and get involved in the chat and everything are some of my most loyal viewers, and I appreciate it a lot. It's great to spend these evenings having a chinwag with you while I badly drive little cars like this. Limixion, was that a Ridge Racer or Rage Racer reference? Oh god, do you remember Rage Racer? Everyone seems to remember Ridge Racer, but not Rage Racer. Yeah. Rage Racer, I think, was better. Don't need fifth gear there. Thank you, Fiberman. Good to see you. Appreciate you being around. Been here since the start. Mate, Rage Racer was awesome. It was so good. The physics was so awful. But that's what was great about those games, you know. I remember you got a little Fiat 500 sort of thing in Rage Racer, didn't you? And it was really good at handling, but wasn't very fast in a straight line. You could make the original car really good. And oh god, the amount of time I spent like modifying my emblem, it was mental. And I thought that painting the thing black, because the menu is black in the background, was actually getting rid of it, rid of the square that you could, yeah, it was a very in-depth game. I remember, I think I used to farm the oval race to get, there was a, yeah it did, there was a white and red, like the original livery of it was white and red, like a prototype sort of sports car looking thing. I remember working really hard to get that, and then to get, I think it was like a dark red, it almost looked like a Ferrari F40 crossed with like a prototype shape thing, like a dark red Le Mans looking thing. Yeah, I quite liked the manual racing. Obviously I didn't know what to do when I was younger, but I quite liked the challenge of that. There's some of the music on those games as well. They were very good. I always remember the garage music, like the original menu. The it's really, really cool. There was a song that sounded like it was saying the bees in love or something like that. And had this little voice that went, whoa. Yeah, dead cool. And also, the game intro. Oh, no way. That's cool. I didn't know that it was available on something like that. But the game intro video, it treated the Caterham looking car as if it was like the be-all and end-all car. Was that the fastest car in the game? Because I don't ever remember completing it or anything. But I remember it treated it like it was, yeah, Silver Stream. Oh, mate, that's so cool that you know that. Yeah, Rage Racer was just so good. But not many people know about it. I'd love to do, and also hate to do, a playthrough of that on here. Imagine that on a wheel. Just wouldn't make any sense. Did you do what I did and all your cars had to be the same colour scheme? Anyway, 1,000 miles. We have done 1,000 miles in this dynamite little Ginetta, and it's about to come to an end. I'm going to save the journey spiel, like Mix John rightly said earlier on. And here we go, everyone. We've done it. The 1,000 miles championship is done. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on. No A-spec points. That is not a surprise. But we have done it. Yes. 1,000 miles. God, that took a long old time, didn't it? And there's the championship standings. As a result, we win the championship with all 40 points. Alfa Romeo second. The Mini Marcos snatches third. Finish! And then it fades to white. Then you get the... Oh, what was the music? It was like... Sounded like it was a quacking noise in the background. Sorry. This is Gran Turismo 4, not Rage Racer, unfortunately. Okay, I'm not going to do this to you. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make you listen to every single click of this. We'll let it get down to 149k though. And then... Lovely. Over 750,000. And then... 300k more. Takes us over 1 million for the first time in the playthrough. Have some of that. Look at that. Over 1 million credits. We win the championship. And now, it's time for a prize car. I'm nervous as to what it'll be. It's either going to be something really cool or I'm going to absolutely hate it. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I don't like it. I don't like it. I normally love an Alfa Romeo Giulia, but I don't like that. Looks like it should be a boat car. Nope. Don't like it. After all that, I don't like it. And there it is. We've done it. Over 1 million to play with. And now, we go back. It is saved. F's in chat. I don't like it. Can we sell it? How much is it worth? Oh look, B-spec skill 1545, and he's still rubbish. Right, how do we? Where is it? Oh god, where would it be? There it is. Oh god, it's not even worth selling for 13 grand. Bianco Gardenia. Nope. I don't like it. I just... Hate me all you want. I don't like it. Let's go to all the used cars dealerships and just see if we can find anything spicy. Fit 500L. God, the modern day ones of these are absolutely horrific. Look at that. Cool. Nissan Bluebird hardtop. Oh my god. Jesus wept. Look at that. It's about as aerodynamic as me. Toyota Celica XX, a 1980s one. 2800 GT. Oh, that's so mega. Why did cars ever stop putting the wing mirrors on the bonnet? Isuzu Piazza. I'm not going to look at every single car. But what I am going to do, actually, is bring up the car list on my left-hand side and see if there's anything in here that we can get. Honda City Turbo. If that's not on the list, I'm going to feel like an idiot. It's not. The Honda Civic Type R is, but Honda City Turbo 2. Oh my god, yeah, I'm buying that. What a little wagon. Don't want to use it. Why is it Greek white? Yeah, health and safety would have kittens. Yeah, you'd not only get hit by a car, but you'd get a flipping wing mirror through your head. Oh, look at the old Civic EFs. Honda Ballard Sports. That's the CRX. A 300ZX. I mean, they're not bad. It's the older version, obviously, but yeah. Lancer 11, GT Apex, Skyline, Sprinter, RX-7, the old FC, a Nissan B1. Look at that. I mean, it's bad enough buying one, but in that colour, looks like you're invading Gaza. Right. Nissan, pow! 51 brake horsepower. Oh, pow indeed. Jesus, my eyeballs. 1989 Mazda MX-5. I don't know why it does that. We've got an MX-5 already that's quick. Let's go to the late 90s. Obviously, a bit more. Ooh, Evo 6 GSR. Mine's Lancer is in there. Not just a normal GSR. It's cool, isn't it? Oh, it's an Evo 4 GSR, not a 6. Prelude, RX-7, an FD. Got one. Got one already. Wow. Suzuki Alto Works RSZ. Actually, that might be in the list. No, the only Suzuki's the Escudo Pikes Peak. Honda Civic EK. Oh. I'm pretty sure the Honda's in there. Oh no, I want Type R EP3. Mitsubishi FTO. Is that not in there? No. Evo 6 Rally Car is the only one. I want a Super RZ if there's any of them about, but 11 BZR. I can't believe I've not got 11 on there actually. BMW M Coupe. I hope Charlotte's listening. Oh, look at that. So cool. That's a midget, Jesus. Sorry, I know that I'm sort of like, it's as if I'm stalling by looking at these, but I'm just interested. A V8 Vantage, 291 grand. God. I don't get those. I don't understand this. They're not that pretty. Jag. What's the Jag? Oh no, what a Jag XJC20, but that's an XKR. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Impreza wagon. Is that not on the list? No. I want a 22B and I've already got one. Honda S2000, an Evo 7 GTA. Okay, let's go to the early 90s and just check before we finish up the stream. An Infini FC. It's on really low mileage, which is why it was highlighted yellow. That's really cool, isn't it? 6 miles and someone wants red. Maybe it ran out of oil. Suzuki Cappuccino. Yeah, all the STIs with blown out gaskets. Skyline GTR N1. This will be, yeah, an R32. Jesus. Have I not? Oh no, I wanted an M-Spec Newer. I also want the Nismo GTR R32. Oh, look at that, the Honda Civic SIR2 EG. Gotta buy one of them. Gotta buy one of them for Dave. For 5 grand, why wouldn't you? Look at that. Get in. I think that might have been on the list. No. Nothing like that. NSX Type S, an Integra touring car. Integra Type R DC5. Oh my god, Connor. Connor. Just for you. Just for you, Connor. God, Del Sol. It's green and everything. Samba green. Look at that. There you are. All for you, mate. NSX Type R, but I want an NSX Type S. Another EG. Ooh. There's some good stuff in here. I'd have to really check my list, you know, to make sure that I'm not missing stuff. Wow. So, above all else, that is going to be the end of the stream today. We've now done it, and 1,000 miles is complete. I do have other championships written down on my phone that I was going to do at some point. I've finished the 1,000 miles. I want to do the World Classic Car Series. That's also going to be in the Ginetta. I also want to move on to the Schwarzwald Liga A and the Japanese 70s Classics. So there's a few other championships that I'm going to keep an eye on. Obviously, between these streams, I'll plan where I'm going to go next with stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it from me here today, though. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of you for sticking around with me in this one. 1,000 miles has finally been completed. And hopefully again soon we'll do another championship and take something else off. But like I say, that's all from me here tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Have a good one. You remind me never to do that ever again.